Hi, my name is Stacey and I'm the founder of the Performance Club, and you are listening to episode 6 of the Performance Club series. Today we're talking a little bit about return on investment and how we can measure it in organisations, and some of the areas that we're not really focusing on at the moment, which measures mental health rather than mental illnesses. So I hope you enjoy it. Please tune in next week for the episode 7, and have a wonderful day.
Stacey, a lot of these programs, for them to be attractive in corporate life, need to show return on investment. How do you manage to sort of frame that?
Yeah, and this is a difficult and frustrating one actually, because people are desperate for a return on investment for what money they're putting in, and actually the money that they're putting in is very limited. And I think that again comes back to the narrative. You know, fundamentally, if we're viewing mental health holistically, the budget covers everything, right? It covers your leadership budget, it covers your talent budget. But I think if we think of return on investment as, are we just looking for illness? Are we looking to measure illness in an organization? Because if you are, then you're looking at a return on investment for mental illnesses rather than a return on investment for mental health initiatives. Because any leadership, any development, any talent program, all of your feedback that you get from those are also linked in to return on investment for mental health, right? So we need to think a little bit more wider, potentially, by not recording the thriving people in your workplace, then we are missing out on a huge element of return on investment for kindness and compassion, right? And I think that the same way around how we're identifying mental health first aiders or champions in the organisation. Fundamentally, there's already in your organisation people that they will go to, people that they can chat to, people who are great mentors, who are there for people, who get under-recognised for their role because they are the great listeners, they are the people at compassion naturally, and they're natural empathy type people. So we're missing a trick on that. And when you do these yearly surveys as organisations, we concentrate very heavily on, this is the proportion of our workforce that are unhappy. But if you've got 40% that are unhappy in your workforce, but then you've got another 60 that are reporting some sort of satisfaction, then why aren't we recording that part of the survey as well as the illness part? Because I think we really need to get to grips with talking about this from a more positive point of view. Return on investment is not always about absenteeism, presenteeism, and illness. It is about fundamentally the success, your productivity, whether your company is making profit. That is all signs of good, positive mental health in your organizations. And if we're not recording it, we're totally missing a trick.
So that's all for today's episode. I do hope you enjoy it, and please tune in next week for the next episode, and have a lovely weekend.